We've got the two Bettys.
Yeah.
So you guys go back a long way.
Yeah.
When did you? When did you meet?
Well, we must have met at school at some point because we went to the same schools all through our childhood. But I don't seem to remember Betty too, but she remembers me, so I don't know what. But I'm younger than a year, 6 months or something younger than Betty, so she would have been in a higher class than me.
And which school was it?
Sacred Hearts, and then Purn Street was a secondary school. So
was it okay school, or was it? We've just been talking to someone who had clearly a terrible time at school. What was
No,
school
I
okay?
liked the school, did you?
I liked school.
Didn't get whacked with the
Oh,
tools.
aye.
Prefect. I got it
Oh,
once.
goodness, aye, but it didn't seem... No, well, you knew not to do it again.
I got it
The
once for
corporal
waving
punishment.
my pal.
Aye.
And they would teach about you. In the 2 years, they brought her up for the art class. 2 years ago to be up.
The
Never done
corporal
it yet.
punishment, it wasn't all that bad.
Pretty sore though.
Aye, it was sore, but probably maybe they taught you not to do it again, you know.
Many times did you get
And you
it?
wouldn't think you hadn't a teacher. I mean, look at it as now.
Maybe the top two teachers now.
Some truth in that. Do you both have families of your own?
Yeah. Well, I've only got the one boy, Betty's.
I've got a boy and girl.
So they will be. You watch them go through all that as well, and different times
Different
change,
schools
don't they?
and-
Different schools, different times, and all the rest of it. So I don't know where you stay exactly. So tell me about where you grew up first and where you stay now.
Well, I stay in Damarnock, and I was born in Damarnock, and I'm staying in Damarnock at the moment. So.
Very good.
And I was born in Dresden, and I'm still in Dresden.
So you see, now I stay in Denniston, and I've never understood where Dalmarnock stops and Bigton begins and whatever. So perhaps you can tell me.
I think
Well, in my mind, that's Old Damarnock Road there. It must... I'd imagine it would be round about this.
Round
yeah,
about where we
chap
are.
on
Aye.
And did you? I mean, but you ended up at the same school, so you were crossing borders, as it were. But were they? Did you think of yourselves as different places?
Oh no, back then it was all one.
It was all one.
We didn't call it Damarnock back then, it was just Bridgeton.
Oh, really?
Even when we were writing letters, which you used to do back then, remember? It would be Bridgeton,
Okay.
Glasgow. Even when I stayed in Damarnock, I don't know when it became.
I've never noticed anything like
I don't. Have you know?
that. No, I was just seeing it as Damarnock.
No, what
See,
back
you're a
then?
wee bit wiser than me.
So hang on a minute. You're the person from Dalmarnock who thinks it was always called Bridgeton, and you're the person from Bridgeton who thought it was always called Dalmarnock.
No,
We're going to have to sort this out, ladies.
Well, we never, any of the letters, but I remember it was always called Bridgeton.
Oh well. Okay. Well, whatever. Anyway, so so you grew up there, and that was all fine. And what's your best memories of childhood, or school days, and so on, or school trips, or what's your best memories?
Well, my best memories is playing in the street. Out of the games, like say in the summertime and that. Because there was no motors. See,
That's
now,
right.
you can't go down the street without motors being on each side.
Can you got your clothes?
And they're narrow streets now. Where they used to be, you'd thought they were really wide. Now they only seem narrow because of these cars all lined up both sides of the street. So back then you could play in the street.
Yeah.
You know, like rounders, kick a can, all the things that you used to play.
Very few cars.
Shut the doors and run away.
Did
Aye.
you?
Aye,
It was you, was it?
The closest didn't have doors on them then.
Yeah.
Tie them up with strings.
Well, you might have done that better.
What was that?
Tie them with strings, and then they trap the two doors, and they open the doors and tied up with the string.
Never done anything like that. No.
You weren't allowed out.
Frankly, I'm surprised you were with games like that.
I know.
I was a tomboy's kind
Were
of
you?
girl. Aye. Two brothers I had.
Yeah. So then you grew up and you, you went to work or you got married or what happened?
Probably when we
Went to
left
work
school. We
first.
left school at what, 15?
15.
Uh-huh.
I went into Laird's.
Oh, did you?
Aye. I was in a lithographic overhauler. It's quite a good thing. I was an overhauler and with the printing.
What was it like? What was it like?
That was good. We got good wages in Laird's. You know, and the hours were good and things like that. Good bonuses. Good timekeeping bonuses, but I never got one. I never got it because I was late. I was running down Swanson Street.
And what about you?
I left school on the Friday and started working the Monday.
Aye,
That was in Rich's, the box making, just something similar to this one, only this one was a more popular one. And I was a spreader. That was the glued is the tapes to go around the chocolate boxes. You know, and sometimes you've cut your fingers with them because they were sharp. And I had to be fast because I was working with bonus workers, you know. But I had good wages after them.
Piecework.
Piecework.
Yeah. And what was the atmosphere like in these places? Was it
Great.
busy, friendly, noisy? What was it? What was it like?
Loved it.
Yeah? Because that was where your pals were and there was lots of chat, I expect,
Aye.
and banter.
And then with Guildford's, the bonnet place, you weren't in there, were you?
No, I was just
I
in
lived in
Laird's.
there. Guildford's making the bonnets.
Oh.
I used to play all the 60s music while you were working. You know. I was a welder in there. I was putting the name inside the bonnets.
It's just someone else was talking about the music, actually, because, you know, at that sort of time, the music was changing a lot, you know. What kind of music were you listening
Beatles.
to?
When I was there,
Beatles?
that's when the hats
the
came out. We
Beatles.
started making them for them.
I mean, they're that Mary Quant, she's just passed away, and I never realised she was 93. Because I thought she was about the same age as us.
I know, so did I, mate.
Oh, well, we took after that style, that type of music, the 60s, Carnaby Street and all that.
Hairstyle.
And the hairstyles and, you know, and the music, obviously, or the shake and the, what other dances was there? Or the shake and the twist and, oh, you know, the...
The alley cat. Is that an older one?
No, that's a... No, the alley cat, that's
No, but that's after that again, isn't it? Or-
That was more a group dance.
But you went to the dancing.
Oh, aye.
Where did you
Dresden
go?
Public
The Browston Public. We went to.
That was the place.
Aye. No doubt you've heard about that since we...
No, I've heard about the Denison Palais and the Barrowlands,
So in
obviously.
it once,
Didn't go up there, that was...
didn't like it.
Didn't,
Didn't like the Pally. We went to Barland, George's Byre.
Aye.
And to George's
I worked
Byre.
in there for one night.
But George's
Barland.
Byre?
Barland.
What did you do there?
I was saving up to go on holiday. I didn't want that, I just wanted to dance. I didn't want to work, getting people coat suit.
Oh, in the courtroom. Aye. You're a
Excellent.
bouncer.
And you're still here after all these years, still in the area. Well, a lot's changed, obviously, since then.
Oh, goodness, aye.
What do you feel about the changes?
We don't know, no one the same now, don't we? No.
Things are the same, definitely not, especially Kilmarnock. When the Commonwealth Games were here, they ripped a heart out of the place. Ripped a heart right out of it. There was only a few shops there. Springfield Road was always our shopping area, even the way back in the 60s, 50s, 60s. There were shops everywhere right down Springfield Road and into Kilmarnock Road. And then as time went by, all the houses coming down, new houses going up, and the shops disappearing. So it ended up there was only about 3 or 4 shops left. And when the Commonwealth Games came, they ripped those shops away again, I know. Well,
They ruined it.
Springfield Road splits Kilmarnock up, you know, 2 sides. And since the shops have went, we never see the people on the other side of Springfield Road. You know, because when the shops were there, that was a meeting place, that was a joining place. And when the post office was there, that was a great meeting place. And, you know, you could have a gab and feel, you know, hear how your other neighbours were. But since then, we don't. But the only time you see them is if now and again you bump into them in Tesco's or up in the Forge or something like that, you know.
But to be fair, a lot of the flats and so on that they knocked down were pretty rubbish, weren't they?
Oh, but the tenements.
No, they can quite strong wee buildings in them. No.
At the for them building the.
All the stuff they cleared away for the Commonwealth Games and so on. I mean, some of it was industrial places, and some of them was houses, but a lot of it wasn't very good stock, was it?
Well, the flats were there. I suppose. When did they get taken down? They get taken down along quite a while back there, didn't they?
80s or something.
No, it was
90s.
but no.
Because I mean, that's where Robert's stayed when I was with Brian.
And there was there was a certain amount of derelict kind of land for a long.
Well, I
quite a long
stayed in
time.
Arden Lee Street, and did it. That's when they came down, I think. I can't mind, but I thought the flats were all right. The people that stayed in them thought they were okay as well, you know. They liked the outlay of the flats inside, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they came. I don't know. They just. But the red sandstone buildings, they were okay.
He was
The ones I stayed in, they were fine, but they were the ones that got pulled down.
They did, yeah.
Aye.
And what do you think about the new stuff that's being built? Is that any good?
Rubbish.
Is it?
They're like chalets.
What?
Chalets.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they look like.
No, they can't do it, but
And they're very close built together.
Yeah.
You know, they're very close together.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not too keen on them. No.
There's
I would
no
never.
heating them or something, isn't there?
What? No, these
There's
new.
neighbours, you can go out and sit and blather with and nobody
I don't know,
talks.
because they're all strangers
That's what
to
I'm
each
saying,
other.
they did
Because
talk,
they've all came from all arts and parts of Glasgow and moved in there. You know, and they still call it the village. You know, I mean, it's not got a name, it's a village.
Village.
But it's
And
not
it's-
really a village because, as you say, people don't know each other.
I don't think they do. I don't think the jail.
No, I don't think so.
But as I say, I don't stay in the village. I
No.
stay a wee bit. I don't stay that far away from it, actually. But I mean, and I don't know anybody in it. Oh no, well I know some of the people that have moved in, but they don't associate with the people that have moved in either. You know, they still like to come here. Or, no, it's not like selling. But, what's her name?
They've actually
Rosemary and all that.
They've actually moved people out of the place that we've been new for years, haven't they? We've lost all the contacts. Did you hear that word there?
All right. Well, look. Thank you. That's tremendously helpful.